I need the supernatural. Underground. I need the supernatural being when you see them. What you say? I need the supernatural. Supernatural being what is our testimony. Laughing and falling, counting me for that food. So I'm calling me for that. Not everywhere you see me, yes, in the front. I know, yeah.
Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it does not dishonor others, and it is not self seeking. It is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongdoing. Love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices in and with the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always perseveres. Love never fails, love always wins. Child, let me tell you something. This is for somebody in my collective. These people don't understand why death spells do not work on you. They don't understand. They try all kind of things. They try bending your toes in different directions, having voodoo dolls of you. They try crown chakra attacks. They try attacking your heart. They do all different types of spell work and death spells. But the spirit wants me to clarify something specifically. The reason that a death spell sent to your heart will never stand and will never come to pass is because you have love in your heart. Therefore, no death spell that these people could ever do shall ever come to pass. There's too much love in your heart. You understand? Whoever you are, whoever you are, any death spell that these people send to you, excuse me, give me 1 second. I see I've got admirer. It's a thin line between love and hate. Child, it's a lot of people that love hate me. The reason why no death spell can ever affect your heart, and I mean that. Any problem that you have with your heart is connected to a spiritual heart issue. Any form of dis-ease in your physical body is a form of dis-ease due to an imbalanced way of thinking in your spiritual body on the mental plane. It's something in your subconscious mind that needs to be reprogrammed, that needs to be balanced correctly between your dark and light energy. You understand? And any death spell sent to your heart, it can never trouble you, and it can never cause you to have any issue with your heart. Why? Because you're spiritually balanced. As above, so below. When you are in the vibration of love and you are in alignment, and love is constantly flowing through your heart, and your energy is flowing upwards, and your auric field is tight, get it right, get it tight, and it's vibrating very quickly, nothing can penetrate your heart, nothing can penetrate your auric field. Now, it took me a while to come back on here because they cut off my power to slow my readings down or whatever. And y'all know I don't care anything about that at all. I'll come on whenever I get on, you know. But I just want someone out there to know and understand why no death spell they can ever do on your heart can ever work. Because you have love, the highest vibration of love in your heart. And that's what protects your heart. People that have heart problems often have a psychological issue connected to that heart problem. It's something going on, whether it's unforgiveness, overactive heart chakra, underactive heart chakra, blocked heart chakra. And then when someone sends a death spell to them, it might work. It might make them sick. It might put them in the hospital. But when you are in the highest vibration of love, all of your organs are protected. Okay? That's why it will never work, because of the level of love in your heart. That is what really protects you. Now, that might sound cliche and corny, but it's the truth. Okay? Regardless of how corny and cliche that sounds, it's the truth. Because these people don't understand why their death spells are not touching you, why they don't phase you. They don't get it. They're like, I don't understand. It's nothing happening. When we do this to all these other people, they'll have a heart attack, they'll keel over and die, they'll go to the hospital, they'll run out of breath, something will happen to them. But with this person, it does nothing happens. Nothing happens because the heart is filled up with love. Do you know how powerful love is? The heart is literally filled up with love. Okay? So no attack on a divine person's heart will ever work. It shall not stand, neither shall it ever come to pass. Now, there's somebody I'm picking up on right now. This is just coming through, that is coming toward somebody to have a conversation with you about something, okay? And whatever this person is coming to talk to you about, it's really, really very important, because it's connected to your future, and it's also something that is supposed to happen, okay, in divine timing, okay? This person was a part of a cult, Covan, a group, okay? But they left these people, and these people were highly dependent on this person's energy. And because they can't turn this person back around now, someone tried with Merkaba here to astral project to them on the spiritual realm, and they tried to attach a cord to them. They were trying to attach an entity attachment, they're telling me, to the sacral chakra, okay? Sacral chakra. And this is the reason why sacral chakra, it came in reverse. But they got kicked out of, and I'm not going to talk for an hour, I'm going to police cars. They got kicked out of this person's energy when they tried to astral project to them, because this is someone that is serious about a change that they're making in their life. They see the changes around the world. They see that we changed and went from one age to a new age, and some demonic, slow-ass people, they don't get it. They're slow. That's why they're going to get swept under the tide, like the Japanese saying. Those that do not ride the wave of change will get swept under it. And there are a whole bunch of demonic little demons that don't see that we've literally went from one age to another in this lifetime that we're all alive in right now. We've seen an age cross over, and their mindset is still in the Piscean age, and we're in the Aquarian age. So they're not seeing the signs of everything changing, which is why a lot of these people don't even realize by 2030, they're going to wish that they made some positive changes in their life in time, but it's too late. Whoever this person is, they see the signs. They got the warnings, and they heard them, and they know it's going to be nothing nice going into the future if they did not make some changes and adjustments in how they move forward in this new world that we're going into. You got to ride the wave of change. Things are changing right now, okay? A lot of moving pieces going around. You'll already know, most of y'all already know, the world is nothing but a stage for the wealthy that are lazy, that the only way they could live free, along with people that are under them, that are part of these secret societies that also play actor roles and actress roles, and they can live free too while everyone else works hard to pay bills, is by orchestrating illusions to keep people confused, to keep people focusing on the wrong things, fighting, arguing, and panicking, and all this stuff. You heard about Donald Trump. You heard about the Venezuelan president being kidnapped, and not kidnapped, being taken, and all this foolishness. You sank my battleship type energy. Y'all remember that little game? You sank my battleship, something like that. Listen, y'all, ain't nobody been no goddamn kidnapped, nothing like that. Okay, yeah, he did it for sure. Just like when they were, where's Osama bin Laden? We have to find him, and that's Bush buddy. They best friends. They kick it. Okay, everything is staged that happens in the world between these leaders, between these countries. Everything is orchestrated and staged to keep people confused, to keep people fighting, arguing, to keep people distracted, while the wealthy find ways not to have to work, to be able to live, and everybody else just continue to work to produce things that the wealth class lives off of. And uses to live in a life of luxury. Their whole job is to keep you in check by sitting around and orchestrating things all day long with leaders of countries and whatnot, companies and industries, on how to just keep y'all asses busy. Okay, so don't be fooled by that foolishness with Venezuela. Oh, they got the president. Child, all that stuff is orchestrated. All that stuff is planned. Just like when we found Osama bin Laden, we found his cave, and we're gonna go in here. Yeah, okay, right. They finally found Osama bin Laden. They then got child support. They recruited them folks that go and find your baby father when he hiding from child support, and they found Osama bin Laden because he got some black up in him. No, but in all seriousness, the point I'm making here is things in the world are changing right now, okay? According to how they plan them, how things in Agenda 21, Agenda 25, whatever the hell you want to call it, according to how they plan it, okay? And these people have not caught up with the times. Whoever this person is coming toward you, they can see that these people are all going to fall off financially going into the next few years. So they astral projected, they got kicked out of their energy. It was effeminate. They tried to get a woman to astral project to this person to attach a cord and an entity to their sacral chakra, but they kicked this person out of their energy. Okay? So without further ado, I'm gonna jump straight into the reading today. I'm not gonna talk for an hour like I promised. What is a QUAN oracle card, please, and thank you. I don't know if y'all can hear that rain or not. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can hear that rain or not. But I did hang some stuff on my clothesline. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't laugh. It ain't funny. It is not funny. I spent all that time bringing out them clothes, and I hung it on my clothesline, and now it's pouring down rain. Yeah. All right. So, okay, you see this? Many hands. Mother fierce. Mother fierce is your guardian. Yes. Nothing can penetrate the passionate fire of her fearless love. Your safety is assured in the midst of any apparent challenge or threat, no matter how frightening it may seem, no matter how insecure you might feel about taking a step on your spiritual path into more power. Now that you are safe, you are protected, you are loved. That's your confirmation, okay? Mother fierce. I'm going to read one line in here and I'm going to put it away. Listen to this. Your safety is assured. Assured. Your safety is assured. You don't have nothing to fear and nothing to be afraid of. You are Neo, in the final scene in The Matrix 1, when he went from believing to knowing who he was, knowing his power, and being fearless. He could defend himself literally with his own mind. And I know a lot of you are there right now. I know I am. I don't even have to do nothing no more. Everything with me is mental. All I have to do is think. Baby, let me tell you. All I got to do, if I'm under spiritual attack, all I got to do is close my eyes and visualize a tornado of energy going around me in a circle. And everything is instantly dispelled and repelled away from me. Literally, all I have to do is think what I want. I can think of a storm, close my eyes and visualize a storm, a tornado going around me very quickly, and it'll be returned back to sender. And I don't have to budge or even move. I can do that with my mind, literally. Okay? I'm telling you, the mind is a very powerful thing. Once you realize everything is completely mental, the mind is a very powerful thing. You don't even got to go get no crystals. You don't got to get no oil and do no chanting of nothing. When you get to a certain point, all you got to do is the mental work, visualization, and think exactly what you want to happen. Telepathy, you don't even have to open up your mouth. Just close your eyes and visualize fire, and it'll come. You close your eyes, you visualize a blue flame in the form of a tornado, like you a superhero, literally going around you real fast, and it will appear, and any energy being sent toward you will instantly be obliterated or returned back to the sender. You can do that with your mind when you get to a certain point. Okay? Sisters of the Sun Rising, you are a highly creative being with the ability to help raise the vibration of consciousness on this planet through your creative projects and dreams. Remain open to other souls joining forces with you, just like the Sisters of the Sun Rising, who bring great energy to help humanity through their group endeavors. When you allow for aligned group effort, wonderful things can happen. So I don't know, in the near future, you might be working with other people that have the same goal and agenda as you. So what that means is, if you're in isolation, you're not meant to be alone, okay? You're going to be coming out of isolation if you were the target of gang stalking. If you were the target of gang stalking, over the next 4 years, as these shifts and changes happen, you're going to see a whole split. All of your gang stalkers are going to hell. Listen to me. All of your gang stalkers are going to hell. That means their life and consciousness has manifested a form of a Hunger Games type hellish living conditions that they're going to be living in, that they have manifested by their actions and their thoughts and their karma. By 2030, you will see it in full mode, come into full fruition. By the year 2030, you will fully see it. There are going to be people living a hellish lifestyle and asking and crying to God. There's going to be gnashing of teeth, like they talk about in the Bible, but it's going to be due to living conditions and what they're going through. We never saw this coming. No, you saw it coming. You heard all the prophets. You heard all the readers, the tarot readers, the preachers, the priests, the shamans, the ones in the light. You heard them. You heard the predictions. You heard the warnings. You heard them to tell you to balance your dark and light energy. You need to get in alignment. There's a new way of doing things. If you don't get with the times, you're going to be swept under the wave in Japan. Y'all know what I'm saying. You heard it all. Don't act like you didn't hear and didn't know and didn't ignore it out of your ego and your ignorance and your stupidity. Okay? So, like I said, you are going to be coming out of isolation. You're going to be coming out of isolation if you were gang stalked, if you're in alignment and you were being attacked. You're going to know what moves to make and when to make them if you're in alignment. It doesn't matter if you have money or not. You're going to know what moves to make and what to do and where to go, okay? It'll come to you intuitively if you are connected to your higher self and you are in alignment, okay? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump in the reading. So let me go ahead and quickly pull this. So the reason entity attachment came out is because they tried and got kicked out of this person's energy, okay? What is sacral chakra in reverse? Well, good Lord. I mean, okay, feeling consumed by emotions. So somebody could have been trying to get this person open, possibly by projecting through telepathy, okay? Somebody might have been trying to utilize telepathy to get inside this person's head, to connect with their emotions in some kind of a way. Someone wanted someone to feel consumed by emotions, okay? And constant fatigue, okay? What is sacral chakra in the reverse here? Okay. Hypoglycemia. Somebody might be trying to affect somebody's sugar, or the hypoglycemia might be the physical manifestation of an imbalance or projected imbalance to someone's sacral chakra. That has to do with sugar, I believe, low sugar. Shyness. Somebody wants somebody to be too shy to come toward you, okay? They might be trying to cause constipation. What is sacral chakra in reverse? Well, sacral chakra, urinary tract issue. Someone could be trying to cause someone to have some kind of a urinary tract issue as well, okay? But the reason sacral chakra is in reverse here is because they got kicked out of this person's energy when they tried to attach an entity to them. They might even be also trying to attach an entity to your sacral chakra as well, for this person that is coming toward you. Someone could be trying to literally, no, they're not intelligent. Gang stalkers are stupid. They're slow. They're dumb. They're goofy. But you got to remember, they're demons. They're demons. Try not to think of the Matrix when he got distracted by the woman in the red dress with all the people. Gang stalking are people that are spiritually open because of unhealed wounds. They have vulnerabilities. They have open portals, okay, wherein they can be infiltrated by different types of entities and spirits that can come in and out at will and pass through them. You understand? It's not the people gang stalking you. It is the spirits that pass through and jump in and out of their bodies because of all the unhealed people that they have. In order for these people to be successful at the level of gang stalking they've been doing all over the planet, they would have to bring the vibration down of the majority of the people. So how did they do that? Well, the West in America kind of dominated the media, okay? And they had an agenda with music, with television shows, and through control of media to dumb down the population and to promote surface level, shallow people in the media. All the TV, all the wholesome TV shows that was supposed to teach you lessons about kindness, empathy, compassion turn into TV shows about grown men and grown women behaving like childish junior high school men and women. All of the music was also taken control over, and it became simply completely shallow to keep you stuck on a low vibration in your root and sacral chakra that would only promote sex, only promote love of your body and love of your sexual organs, but no love or connection of the heart or the mind. You know, they would only promote violence, getting the bag and money, and the money buying you the love, low vibrational love, where you're only, the love doesn't go any further than what you look like. Why do you think 20, 30 years why do you think 30 years ago there were not a whole bunch of young men with microphones from age 12 to 70 going around saying women are worthless after the age of 28? Men were not saying that before. You know, women, there were issues, but it still was a level of respect that the men had for women that they loved. You knew and heard it in the music. You heard the Temptations sing about it. Music Soul Child sing about it. Marvin Gaye. You've heard the Isley Brothers sing about this love. Luther Vandross sing about this type of love. India Arie. You heard it very heavily in the music. Them singing about this type of love, because love is everything. The connection of the heart and the mind. The woman that you love. You fell in love. How you fell in love. You understand? In order to allow gang stalking to spread, they needed more vessels. And that was why the media took control. They took control of all media, music, and entertainment to dumb down the next generations so they'd have enough vessels that they could move in and out of freely, these demonic spirits, by keeping them at a low vibration, shallow, superficial, only connecting off of shallow things, running around saying men needed to have a whole damn bag by the age of 18 or 25, or he's dusty if he doesn't come out of college making 200K. Having women, men saying that women expire after the age of 28. They're not worth anything for their wisdom, for their energy, not knowing how to recognize a divine feminine, not knowing the quality of your life and how to sustain it by being with a good, wholesome woman. All of these things were completely, removed on purpose. I'm sorry. I'm just responding to a comment I saw about gang stalking. I think Fox, that when you put that there. Gang stalking is demonic. It's absolutely demonic. But you have to have the masses of the people in a low vibration with open portals in a low frequency with holes and gaping holes in their auric field so demonic spirits can pass in and out. This person that's coming toward you, these people could have been attacking both your sacral chakra and their sacral chakra. You understand? These people are so against any form of healing for anyone that they go into high alert when any two energies are in the process of healing something or trying to get in alignment, or if anyone's trying to break free of this demonic principality. Okay, so they were attacking this person's sacral. They might have been attacking your sacral chakra as well. All right, let's jump in. All right, so what this card right here is talking about, the 10 of double Vajras. As you can see, there's a pattern here. And this is the large piece in the middle of this pattern. And if you can imagine a blanket that has a repeating pattern like this, you can see how it fits in, if you could see the whole blanket. Now, this talks about how somebody, how something fits together, like your place in something, having a better understanding of how something fits together, something that might not have made sense before. Now someone's going to understand where you fit in the scenario. Clarify, what is the 10 of Vitalis? The 9 of Pentacles reverse. You're going to find out why something is the way it is. Okay? The 9 of Pentacles. Okay? You're gonna find out what role you play or someone plays in something, why you were gang stalked. So the person that's coming toward you might be coming to talk to you about why you were targeted. Okay, that's what I'm picking up on. Someone might be coming toward you to talk to you about what was so special about you, what they wanted from you. I feel like you already know what they want from you. It's your energy, it's your light. They wanted to use you for your energy in your life, okay? But someone has more details for you about these type of things pertaining to your targeting specifically, okay? Right now, somebody might be kind of isolated. Someone might be going through bouts of depression because they could have lost a small or large fortune. Somebody could even be penny pinching. Somebody might be overwhelmed right now and emotional about an offer because somebody was not able to get control of someone or something, and they kept orchestrating something to try to get control of you. Got it? So somebody kept trying to orchestrate things to get control of you. How? By blocking your ability to make money, to break out of whatever situation that they've had you trapped in financially, or living somewhere so you can't afford to move so that they can continue your targeting where you're living at. But whoever you are, you still are making changes in your life, and doors are still opening for you, and you're still moving forward. And because you're still moving forward, someone feels defeated. The 9 of Vajras in reverse is talking about the 9 of Swords, okay? You're not stuck, okay? Or someone is not stuck and they're still moving forward. Now, Siddhartha and Yasodhara, the lovers in reverse, okay? So the devil reverse, someone is unhappy. So this person at one time was a slave to their sexual energy, and the people they were connected to had a strong hold on them because of sex magic and entity attachment. But somebody has developed empathy and compassion, okay? This 3 of Wands displays a picture of a man that is releasing a prize fish back into the water, okay? And this is a prize fish, it's a big deal. So this shows sacrifice, okay? The greatest sacrifice you can make is to sacrifice a toxic way of thinking, acting, and being in your life. And this releasing this prize fish was a big deal because you don't catch them that often, and they're hard to find, and they're very rare. But it just shows someone was willing to sacrifice, which shows empathy and compassion. Okay, so there's somebody here that has developed empathy and compassion within their heart about something with this 3 of Wands. Okay, clarify the 3 of Wands. Somebody that could have gotten some bad karma. This could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Someone might have gotten, and there you see the fish in the water. That's water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But somebody has developed some empathy and compassion in their heart, okay? And they sacrificed a toxic way of thinking and being. What triggered it was a loss of a small or large fortune. But nonetheless, regardless of what triggered it, the point is it was triggered. There's always something that is supposed to trigger an awakening in different people to snap them out of whatever spell that they're under. For some people, it could be an accident. For some people, it can be a sickness, a loss of a loved one, a loss of money, car accident. Different things trigger different people into an awakening, or will break a spell that's over them, or trigger, the beginning of an awakening. But either way, whoever this person is, they were triggered by some bad karma where they lost something, but that's what triggered the empathy and compassion in their own heart, possibly because they might have needed someone to show them empathy and compassion. I told you all already, oftentimes people that lack empathy and compassion that can't relate to it and are selfish and only care about themselves and are only self-seeking, they don't start to feel the ability to extend empathy and compassion to another until they need someone to give it to them. And they're placed in a position where they're uncomfortable, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, energetically, or financially. And suddenly they need empathy and compassion from somebody. And it's at that moment sometime that it will be a forced reflection. You understand? Sometime that will trigger a forced reflection like, oh my God, who can I call on to help me right now in my time of need? Oh, and as soon as they start thinking, they think of all of the people that they want to call on, but did they show them empathy and compassion, and will they respond is what's going through their mind. You understand? And that's when it triggered them. Oh my God, I was so mean to that person. And right now I can't call on them. I was mean to this person too. I didn't have empathy and compassion because they're trying to think of who can help them. You understand? So this is how sometimes people come into the awareness of empathy and compassion. They get forced by the hand of God or the foot of God on their neck. I call it transformative pain. I like to call it transformative pain. And it's through that transformative pain, however you define God, when his foot is on your chest and on your neck, you know, financially, physically, mentally, spiritually, energetically, emotionally, when the foot of God is on your neck and on the side of your face, and you can't get up, and you feel that's a forced transformation where, oh my God, I need help right now. Who can I call? No, I can't call them because I messed them over and I messed them over. And now you're thinking, oh my God, I messed everybody over. I didn't show empathy and compassion and I need some. And while you're in your pain, it's forcing reflection. And this is how the change starts. This is what's triggering the awakening. So now you think about somebody that you hurt because you're hurting and you can't call on that person. And now you're like, wow, this person I didn't show empathy and compassion to, that I contributed to their pain. I'm in pain right now and I need empathy and compassion. Okay. So the lovers, Yasodhara in reverse. This is someone that was trying to attach the entity to them. I have earth here, and I have passion in reverse. Someone doesn't have passion for someone or for something anymore. And earth, I'll read and I'll jump into the cards. The frequency of earth activates our deep connection to this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our great mother and revealing the more ethereal, spiritual aspects of our nature. Beautiful. So somebody is becoming more attuned to earth and their more ethereal nature. Okay? All right, let's jump in. All right, what is the energy crowning this read right now of this person coming towards you that someone is trying? It's a woman astral projecting to them to try to attach an entity to see if they can get them sexually aroused, but they don't have any more passion for this woman or what she was doing, and she has help. There are other people that are a part of this Covan that this person was once a part of that are not, and here's the Three of Wands, matching this Three of Wands here. So someone might be waiting for something or expecting, you can expect something. Someone's not in a mental imprisonment anymore. Okay, so someone is not in a mental imprisonment anymore, okay, about coming towards you. Okay, sorry, these cards are sticking a little bit. Yes. Somebody made a decision. Somebody chose a path. Okay? So I already told you, somebody is no longer in it. Somebody at one time was in a mental imprisonment about coming towards you. I don't know, maybe it's an issue with forgiveness, unforgiveness. They were not sure about whether or not, I guess, you would go off on them, be judgmental, or whatever. Only you know, I guess, whatever the issue is with this person, whatever happened in the past, because apparently you know this person, but they finally chose a path. So somebody broke free of a group of people that were trying to hold on to their energy because they needed it to do and execute what they were doing. But they finally, the Two of Swords, chose a path, and this person's no longer in a mental imprisonment. This person feels like it is safe to come toward whoever you are and to face you head on. I feel like this person might have gotten some confirmation that it's okay to come toward you and you're expecting them. Okay. I feel like this person might know. I feel like you know or knew this person was going to come towards you eventually. You may have gotten some kind of spiritual guidance. Okay. You might have already received spiritual guidance in prayer that this person was going to come towards you, but you were not sure when. Okay. So I don't know how long this was going on for, but you might have already received some spiritual guidance that in order for something to completely end in your life, you have a contract with this person. And for something to end, you and this person have to meet. And it's a conversation that has to be had about something. Okay. This is a soulmate of yours that you have to meet with in this lifetime. Okay. You had a meeting with them before, but something had to happen, and now you have to meet with them again. Sometimes that's how some of these spiritual contracts are. Okay. And this is the truth with the Ace of Swords. So they're not in a mental imprisonment. They know that you are expecting them. Okay. They're not in a mental imprisonment because they know that you're expecting them. You don't know exactly, you didn't know the time frame exactly when, but you knew that in order for something in the spiritual realm to close out that's going on, whoever you are, you have a very high spiritual ranking. And you received guidance that in order to fulfill something, some kind of contract, you have to meet up with this person, okay? Whatever it's for, okay? What is the obstacle? Okay. So, here we go again. So, wow, it's all here. It's literally all here, okay? All right, so the problem with this person, you can see these cards right here, is they're in their thoughts about if things are going to be cool with you with that Three of Cups, that celebratory energy. And the reason is they were a false person to you in the past. This person is a soulmate of yours. This is a past life that you have to rectify something with them. Okay? That's why the Wheel of Fortune is here. This person could have a water placement, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in their chart, but they're in the reverse here because they were a false person to you before, and they were being very childish in the past with the Page of Wands reverse in doing spell work on you with this Covan that they are separating their energy from. Okay. Now, as you can see, the Page of Wands in the reverse, along with the Magician, along with them being a false person, the Knight of Cups reverse, they were being very, very childish in the past, doing magic on you with these people. Okay. But they are connected to you. They're a soulmate. And this is a soulmate that you got confirmation that you have to have another meetup with, okay? I feel like whoever you are, you have no or had no desire to reconnect with anybody from your past that wronged you, but it's because of a spiritual confirmation that you receive, that you realize that you don't have a choice. You realize that you don't have a choice. Apparently, you have some ancestors and guides that are telling you something different. I'll give you the whole download if you want it. Whoever I'm picking up on, you had zero intentions of meeting up with anybody that wronged you from the past at all whatsoever. You've been trying to make as much distance as you can and completely shut out, separate, run as fast as your feet can take you away from anybody in this karmic energy that is connected to any type of nonsense from your past so you could be at peace. But then you got a different message from your ancestors. You got some kind of spiritual guidance that this person has to reconnect with you in order to bring something to a complete stop and hold. Otherwise, they was going to stay on your ass. And you actually got confirmation about that. And you were like, whoever I'm talking to, it was a shock for you because you're trying to figure out, why can't I get these witches and warlocks out of my life? This is crazy. Why can't I just run away and just shut them all out, throw my phone in the ocean or whatever, do whatever I got to do to separate? And your ancestors said, no, there's someone you have to connect with. Okay? So this is the reason why, whoever you are, you got a clear understanding that this one is special, because you actually got confirmation spiritually that you don't have a choice. You have to meet up with this person, and you just have to wait for them to come to their senses, to come toward you, so that you can figure out what the hell your ancestors want. To figure out what the hell your ancestors want, why all of these people are on your ass like this, what they want from you, because it's something that has to be done and completed, a contract, okay, that you are unaware of because you've been left out the loop, you've been isolated, these people have been running around like Bozo the clowns, doing all kind of stuff around you and your divine energy, but you never got explanation, or you don't see the full big picture of what's going on. All you know is you were being attacked all over the place, and you've got bits and pieces of what's going on, but you don't have the whole story and the whole picture. It could have to do with your identity spiritually. It could have to do with your bloodline, your family. It's information that you need, but you were isolated, targeted, gang stalked, people chasing you, trying to take you out of here, and you've been just trying to survive. And you're like, what the hell is going on in my life? And your ancestors said, this is not something you can run from. This is not something you can run from and get away from. You got complete confirmation that whoever this particular person is, they could have a water placement in their chart, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They have to come towards you because they have to explain some things to you, okay? That's the confirmation. It just is what it is. It's not always what you expect in life. As much as you may have wanted to just cut everybody out, you're not going to be, because of your spiritual ranking, you can't do it. There are some things that you have to do, and there are some people that you have actual contracts with, real ones, that you have to face, okay? So they're in their thoughts about whether or not you're going to be in this Three of Cups energy, meaning they don't know if you're going to come out of a bag on them. Hey, Barbara. How you doing? I was just going through my old man's pockets, and I found your phone number. My name's Shirley. Now, I know you're not sure if I'm going to come out of the bag on you or if I'm going to be cool, but I just want you to know that man that you said, that's my man. And them clothes that he wearing, I bought for him. And that car that he drive, and Barbara's a damn fool. Or Shirley. Who was it? Who was the one that would call the other woman up to talk about all the money she was spending on this damn man? Talking about she owned a man. She owned him with her money. Was it Shirley or was it Barbara? Was it Shirley calling Barbara or was it Barbara calling Shirley? I don't remember. Hello, how you doing? My name is Barbara or my name is Shirley. Which one was it? Either way, somebody in my collective know what my goofy ass is talking about. They don't know if you're gonna come out of a bag on their ass, okay? Or if you're gonna be cool, okay? If you that's what this Three of Cups is talking about, okay? They're in their thoughts. But I'll clarify that. What's the Three of Cups? Okay, somebody is stuck in a cycle. King of Swords. Okay, so somebody might be stuck in a cycle with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, and they're in their thoughts. Okay. Okay. Clarify the King of Swords. Let me just clarify something real quick for you. Someone's having a tower. Okay, so there might be an air sign that's in their thoughts about you celebrating. So this might be someone that they were connected to. Okay, so someone that they were connected to is in their thoughts about what is going to happen if you and this person come together and y'all end up cool with the Three of Cups and y'all celebrate. And this might have something to do with the spiritual contract somebody could have placed on your life. In other words, if you celebrate with somebody, that might cause somebody's karma to hit. You understand? Like if they made some kind of a contract with a spiritual practitioner for your life or something, to keep you oppressed or suppressed, to keep you in pain 24/7, to have you under witchcraft attack, to have you in poverty, to have you in sadness and toxic abusive relationships, to have you sad and lonely. If the contract was to keep you in a constant state of misery so a demonic spirit could feed off of that negative energy so that they could have prosperity and you celebrate, then that means the witchcraft and the spell work is going to turn on them and everything's going to go back to the person that put the contract on you. Okay? And that's why whoever this air sign is, I'm picking up on, this is the reason why they're in their thoughts about you celebrating with this person coming towards you. Because whatever they put over your life is going to turn on them and the magic's going to go back to them. Like if someone put a contract on, say a 13-year-old, say you have an uncle or an aunt that wants a blessing from a demon, okay? Follow me. And they know that they have a sister or a brother with a 13-year-old daughter. So say they go to a practitioner and take something from their niece and tell them, I'm going to give you my niece's fertility so she can never have children. And in return, I want money. I want a new car, a level up, this, that, and the other. And whatever the case, that niece grows up and they never have children. And the doctor can't figure out what's going on with their fertility because they seem like they're healthy. They can't find what's wrong. It could be that somebody puts a contract on her. But if she finds out and she goes for prayer and deliverance and breaks that spell off of her fertility and she has a baby, then the magic is reversed back to that auntie or uncle that put it on them, and they will die or they will lose whatever they got, whatever they were getting from that demon, they're going to lose it. You understand? Or they do this in families sometimes to nieces, nephews. I have to make sure my niece, my nephew, whoever, my child, they never get married. I have to make sure they never make above a certain amount of money. I have to, in order, whatever misery that you suffer from, that someone makes a contract, if you break out of anything they do, if they say you could never get married, and then you end up getting married to somebody high vibrational, the minute you get married, the spell is reversed. Like Cinderella, this is where these stories come from. Like Cinderella, at the stroke of midnight, when when the horses turned back into a pumpkin, and she lost her wealth and lost everything. You understand? So that's why they're in their thoughts about you celebrating, because if your vibration gets too high, then everything turns back on her. And that means she loses everything, or he loses everything, whoever that king or queen of swords is. What happened in the recent past? Why did I? Oh, that's what. Oh. So you're never supposed to get married. That's it. Okay, so you're never supposed to get married. So the contract that was put on you was that you would never ever get married. Okay, and this person is in there. Whoever this air sign is, they're in their thoughts about you celebrating with someone, because they think after you celebrate with someone, they're expecting you to get married. With the Three of Wands and the Hierophant, that's a marriage. And if you get married, they're not going to be able to balance their own situation, and they're going to lose all their wealth. Okay. So somebody might have an air sign in their family, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or someone could have it in their sun, moon, or rising in your family or connected to you. This person put a contract on you that you can never ever get married. And that's why you were entered into this game stalking program. So understand, one of the many reasons that you'll be entered into this targeted game stalking is because somebody put a contract on your life so that they could have wealth. So there's somebody either in your family or from your community that put a contract. It could be an air sign, sun, moon, or rising. They put a contract on you that you could never get married, and then they entered you into this gang stalking targeted program to make sure you could never get married. And this is where whoever this person is, they did get wealth. They could be married with a family. They could have money, kids, a nice car, a nice home right now, like in real time. But the minute you get married, they're not going to be able to balance their situation. And whatever Ace of Pentacles they have, they're going to lose. They're going to lose everything. Okay? So whoever this person is that put this contract on you, they feel like they're in their thoughts about you celebrating because they're expecting this person to want to marry you. And if this person wants to marry you and you accept the marriage because y'all celebrate together, which is why they're in their thoughts worried about you celebrating with this person, they lose everything. In other words, Cinderella's pumpkin carriage, it turns back into a pumpkin, and her dress turns back to rags, and them horses turn back to mice. Okay? So that's what this is all about. They're not going to be able to balance their situation because of how they got it. Everything they got off of your energy. If you were in bad relationships, toxic relationships, I mean, you could get married, but it would have to be to an extreme narcissist that's beating your ass every day, spitting on you, treating you like trash, kicking you out of a house. You would have to be being abused and beat up every single day. You understand? That would have to be your life in order for this person to get their abundance. So they were stealing your energy by having you gang stalked and targeted. Okay? So somebody, they could be in your family, got everything up off your energy. They literally got everything that they have off your energy. Okay? I have the Page of Swords here. Someone could have Aquarius in their chart with the Page of Swords. Someone might have spoken something out here. Okay, somebody could be a Virgo or a Hermit energy. Okay, somebody could have spoken something out about something, about not moving forward with something. Okay, maybe you're in some kind of hermit mode where you're just, very in some introspective energy. Okay, maybe you've spent a lot of time alone, going within, because maybe you've been harassed in some kind of a way. Okay, the Six of Pentacles reverse. Someone spoke something out about an injustice or something that was not fair. Someone illuminated some kind of unfairness with maybe something physical or tangible. Pentacles can talk about something that's tangible, money, resources, something unfair, unequitable, something that was not equal, something might not have been distributed properly. Somebody illuminated the truth, okay, about something that was done or taken from you. So somebody could have stolen your money, or they could have been doing something to block your finances in some kind of way, or block you from inheritance, or somebody did something financial, or block you from a resource to suppress you in some way, okay? And they're gonna have to release it to you and let it go. See, you would have to be in poverty for this person to, or fighting off poverty, constantly struggling in panic mode, in fear, trying to fight off poverty for whoever this person is that tried to steal your life, and put a contract that you would never get married, okay? They have to release, something is going to be released to you. So whoever you are, something's going to be released to you, okay? All right, what else? And there was a crime here that was committed with the Page. Someone that was trying to help them pull this crime off with the gang stalking. I did just see a Leo energy, is backstabbed and betrayed. Somebody is backstabbed and betrayed. Okay, so this could be the person that was responsible for your isolation or the gang stalking activities. This could have been like a foot soldier on the ground in your community that was responsible for trying to sacrifice you, maybe. It could be a younger fire sign with the Page of Wands here, or a Pisces with the Hangman. Okay. Okay. I have the High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, this is someone that was trying to do spell work on you. Okay. But they had an ego death, because right now somebody can't recover with the Nine of Wands reverse. Yep, because they couldn't be discreet about something and keep something hidden. Okay? All right, anything else, Holy Spirit? All right, something is a burden and someone has to release something and let it go. This cycle is over. So it's over, the World card. So yeah, this is someone put a contract on your life, that you could never ever get married, possibly no love. So maybe you don't have your family either, okay? So you were supposed to not get married, and you were supposed to maybe, that usually comes with other perks too, like you're not supposed to have any love from family, you're not supposed to have any friends, you're not supposed to have anyone in your life at all, you're supposed to be completely isolated and being attacked around the clock, 24/7, nonstop. At work, at home, that's part of the gang stalking program. And then the people on different levels, you have people that have jobs doing spell work in shifts day and night, to try to suppress your energy. So whoever the person is that put the contract on you can live their life. You understand? That's the lower level people, you might find that they pay money to babysit you day and night. All right, let's go. What are the messages? Yeah, somebody was trying to sabotage you financially and to sabotage all of your relationships as well. What are the messages? All right. All right. A card fell on the floor. This is what fell on the floor. Hunger Games. You're someone's tribute. Who? Wow. I just made that card this morning. Interesting. So basically, I explained the gang stalking and targeting the same way. If anybody ever watched the Hunger Games, you know, you had the different classes of people living in the districts, and then you had the people right below the elite. That would be like the middle class, the people that had the federal government jobs, the police, and things like that. They had to offer up a tribute. So it was their job to pick somebody that they would either coach or they would use to entertain the elites with. You understand? So just like you would have like a sponsor, only it would be this person's job to control your life, okay? Because you're the tribute. And whoever the middle class person is, okay, they would have access to hack your phone devices, abuse you in different types of ways. It was their job to keep you in line and keep you in place for whoever put the contract on you, okay? Hunger Games, you became someone's tribute, but who? So they want me to identify someone for you, okay? This is a lesson, learn and move on, okay? Someone might have learned a lesson, but they need to move on now from the lesson. Never argue with a fool, because from a distance, folks can't tell who is who. They only want to gaslight you, okay? So whoever the person is that made you their tribute, okay, that's their tribute, okay, for the person that put the contract on you, they're only going to gaslight you. Don't even bother. When you find out who put the contract on you, uh, arguing with them or confronting them is a waste of time. All they're going to do is gaslight you, okay? All this person is going to do is gaslight you. Like, you're crazy. Do you know how crazy that sounds? What contract? How could I put a contract on you? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're nuts. You're completely nuts. You understand? Do not waste your time. If you find out who put the contract on you, do not waste your time confronting them. If it's somebody in your family, a brother, a sister, a cousin, whoever, don't waste your time trying to get them to admit that they put this contract on your life for you not to get, they put witchcraft on you, because they'll never admit it. They will never admit it. All right, clarify. Hunger Games, you're someone's tribute. Who? This is your friend, Filipino. Somebody could have a Filipino friend. Who? Clarify. Hunger Games, you're someone's tribute. Please and thank you. They said separate the cards and pull one from each deck now. Okay? Somebody might be an illegal immigrant. Somebody might also be a white man. That's interesting, because I got a white man and I got a black man. Those two cards came out in the beginning. These two cards literally came out. These two cards literally came out in the beginning of the read when I was listening to music. A legal immigrant, a white man, a black man. Okay, so I don't know what that's gonna mean to somebody. Oh, is somebody mixed? Oh, oh. there might be a biracial man that might be like half white, half black, okay? And someone might be a legal immigrant, and someone is half white and half black. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so somebody is mixed, okay? Somebody is mixed, they're half black and half white, and someone's an illegal immigrant, okay? That's why, okay. And let me see. Clarify who with this 100. Again, hold on, excuse me. The card that fell is this is your friend. Again, somebody has a friend, somebody has a biracial friend, okay? Somebody has a biracial friend that's half black and half white, and it might be a man. That's who put the contract on you. And I don't know, somebody might be an illegal immigrant. Hunger Games. You're someone's tribute pool. Somebody might be from Australia. Somebody might live in Australia or be from Australia. Somebody could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And somebody could be a military vet of some kind, okay? Interesting. So somebody could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, okay? Somebody's an illegal immigrant. Somebody might be connected to Australia, living in Australia, from Australia. They're biracial, half black, half white, and they're your friend. And somebody was in the military. Somebody's a military vet. For somebody, okay? Tell me about this military vet. All right, a Knight of Wands. Somebody that's very ambitious, that was aware about a judgment that was reversed. Someone that might know a Gemini or the Lovers reverse. They knew about a crime that a Gemini was trying to pull off, getting a judgment reversed, or about something that someone's partner or ex-partner was trying to get away with. And they were okay with someone doing something that was reckless and destructive. So this is someone's friend that was aware that either a Gemini or an ex-partner of somebody was very destructive in trying to get a judgment reversed in court or some kind of decision overturned or something. And they were cool with this. Whoever the military vet is, they were cool with the destructive action that somebody was taking. Who's this in Australia or connected to Australia? Someone that's not happy with the results because it's not going in somebody's favor. This is someone that was doing the spell work. Whoever this person is connected to Australia, this is who was doing the spell work. The Ace of Wands in the reverse, it didn't have any effect. This person was very stubborn, or they didn't have the skill. This person did not have the skills, and they were very childish, and now they can't recover. And they pulled their energy and walked away from this, whoever this person is connected to Australia. Tell me about this Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Somebody couldn't get away with something with the Seven of Swords reversed. Okay, a Knight of Wands, someone that was in some very ambitious energy, that didn't have victory and success with something that they were trying to do. Okay, something was not someone's wish fulfillment, or they didn't get their wish fulfillment. A younger fire sign, they didn't move something forward with a younger fire sign or a younger person in the past. Okay, someone that didn't get away with something and got bad karma. What's this illegal immigrant? What is this illegal immigrant? All right, someone that took very quick action to win at all costs. Okay, I have the Empress in the reverse. This could be an older person that's in their thoughts about something being exposed. This could be the air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, that's worried about you celebrating. And they keep trying to orchestrate some spell work with a lot of people against you, but the spell work keeps backfiring over and over again. All of their offers are getting rejected, and they just keep waiting and hoping and praying and wishing and hoping and praying. The Queen of Swords. It is an air sign. So this is an air sign that's very childish, that just keeps making offers, okay, against a water sign, maybe Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, okay, that let them go and release them. This could be, I don't know, this water sign could be an illegal immigrant, okay? Tell me about this biracial energy I'm picking up on, a white man, a black man. Tell me about this biracial energy. Temperance in the reverse, okay? It got illuminated that this person caused an imbalance surrounding a marriage or a community. Okay, whoever this biracial person is, this is a person that wanted to see or cause or contribute toward an imbalance to someone getting married. This biracial person that's someone's friend, they didn't want whoever the target was to get married so that they could get away with something. This person, and they were being very childish in trying to manipulate a situation. Okay, they were being very childish in trying to gaslight someone to help create an imbalance, but someone's having a tower. Clarify this tower. Oh, they're sad because now everyone's trying to avoid a tower. Okay, everyone's trying to avoid a disaster now. So there was somebody that was really in the background trying to, that was all for you not ever getting married. You don't even know this person. Whoever you are, there are people behind the scenes. I think that's like the movie The Bourne Supremacy. But there are people literally behind the scenes that are moving heaven and earth to make sure some of y'all don't get married. They're like literally moving heaven and earth to make sure some of you don't have love. What? I'm sorry, y'all. What kind of miserable, and I can't curse on love of the highest vibration, but what kind of miserable existence do you live that you would take on as a career, as a career choice, working hard to make sure another person does not ever have love in their life, never gets married, never has friends, is isolated for the rest of their life? What kind of demon are you? What kind of demon? I would rather just get a job. You know, I don't mind driving for Uber or Lyft. That's cool with me. I don't care. I'm just happy. You know, I'm just so grateful every day for my life and my lessons and, you know, an opportunity to gain experiences, to experience life, go through my process. I'm cool. I what kind of demon would take on a job like this where it's your sole purpose to work with others together to either stop two people from coming together or to make sure one person never has love in their life, never has their family. If they have children, we got to work on their kids and turn their children against them. Who takes on a job like that? You've got to be a real helmet wearing, special ass person to literally agree to do some shit like this. You know? I mean, you really do. I'd rather just get a regular job. So someone is having a tower. Yeah, well, these are nothing but demons on the earth. Okay. Yeah, the humans are the demons. That's us. Y'all know the demons are us, right? Y'all know that, right? We're the souls that fell into a lower vibration, okay? And in order to get back where we came from, there are lessons that have to be learned, experiences that need to be gained, okay, to bring ourselves back together again. We've been fragmented, okay? We're just starting to reunite with our whole body. Some of us didn't even have the consciousness to be aware that we were more than just a physical body, you know? It's like we're coming back together again, understanding ourselves as a whole existence, human, meaning not just your physical body, all the other energy bodies connected to us. We're literally just getting our memory back. You understand? Remembering where we came from, remembering who we are, you know, as a soul in a body, remembering that it's more aspects to us than just our physical form, you know. We're coming back into our natural essence, you know, where we come from. You understand? So it's kind of a thing here where we are the demons, and demons are aspects of our character that need to be worked on and to be balanced out. Okay, where we don't balance our dark and light energy, our higher self with our lower self, which just means it's an imbalance in our divine masculine and divine feminine energy. And these things have to be resolved through the way we think about things. And how we think about things is based on our conditioning in childhood, the families we come through, for the lessons that we come here for, and the experiences that we get. Okay? So it's us. We're the demons here. We're the demons running around the earth. And until, again, we get burned enough times and learn certain lessons, those demons are aspects of our character wherein we have to learn to balance our dark and light energy, okay? With empathy and compassion. Our feminine and masculine energy in a healthy way, okay? All right, so the Three of Cups in the reverse, okay? Someone that's childish is not going to get to celebrate. The Emperor reverse, okay. So this is the people here. They wanted me to point out who was behind your gang stalking, who was your tribute. They wanted me to point out to you who these people were, okay? So it's a biracial person, okay? Half black, half white. Someone's an illegal immigrant, possibly a water sign. Someone is connected to Australia, and someone's in the military, okay? And you were supposed to be these people's tribute, okay? All right. What about this Emperor in the reverse? All right. So somebody might be getting divorced, leaving a community, a home, with the King of Pentacles here. Okay, they're having a tower. Someone is having a tower right now because someone is separating themselves from these people, and they don't have another plan, and somebody can't recover, okay? Okay, so I have an Aries, I have a Libra, and I've had an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. These are the three energies that were helping the person that was astral projecting towards whoever the person is that's coming toward you, to try to attach an entity to their root or sacral chakra so that they can see if they can seduce this person sexually, and reattach them and get control over their mind again. See if they can get control over their body, if they can get control over their sexual energy, then they can control their mind as well, which is why it's so important that we are masters of our domain, like they said on Seinfeld. Are you master of your domain? You have to be able to control your sexual energy, okay, and have control over it. Because if you don't have control over your own sexual energy, it might leave you vulnerable to someone attaching an entity to you. And that person having control over your mind, meaning they can attach a spiritual cord to you and they can call you anytime they want to, and you won't be able to say no, okay? Which will keep you connected to them, which will create some sense of loyalty and have you, before long, living in some type of toxic energy, okay? This might have been a Leo, okay? This could be a younger Leo that was trying to astral project to this person to attach this entity to their sacral chakra. And okay, it was a Leo and a Libra. So it was a Leo and a Libra that was doing this. Okay, anything else, Holy Spirit? Okay, something was already illuminated, okay, to someone. Someone could have Cancer in their chart, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. The Eight of Pentacle reverse, they didn't have the skill to do something though. Okay. Yep, they couldn't take a risk. So they had to pull back with the Four of Pentacles. That's right. Okay. They couldn't persevere, or they couldn't control someone. Whatever they were working on, trying to get control of this person, they were unable to do it. All right, Holy Divine Spirit, give me a final message, please, and thank you. Final message, please, and thank you. Final message, please, and thank you. My ring is coming off, so someone might be getting divorced from someone. Yep, somebody's getting divorced. They see somebody as a burden, this Knight of Pentacles, and someone could have Leo in their chart with that Sun energy. And somebody really, they don't want to let something go, and they're so emotional right now. Somebody could also have a Pisces placement in their chart that's childish, immature, that keeps on trying to plan something. The Two of Wands. But somebody's getting divorced because it's too much of a burden to get control and keep control over whoever you are. Final message, and one final card to close this out. Ooh. Okay, excuse me. And someone's coming toward you. This person is still coming toward you to connect with you. Okay? Two of Cups. And I'm going to leave it right there. Guys, I am Quan Yin, and this is love of the highest vibration. Y'all have a great rest of your day. All right, bye-bye.